went to Bozeman.
What were you doing in Bozeman?
My best friend is having a baby, and so I hosted a baby shower for her.
Oh, that's a good friend.
Yeah, and actually, I am really excited about that because, so they're waiting to find out the gender of it.
Okay.
But the hospital sent me what the gender is, and so.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you have to be like the best friend, not being able to disclose.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Can't
fun.
tell her. But I almost did ruin the surprise. So at the end of the day, we opened all of her gifts, and I almost said, "Oh, the sex of the baby will look really cute in that."
Oh man, very very close. It's okay, just stay away from her.
I know.
That's what I would do.
I'm not going to answer your calls until August.
I know, because she's probably like, I mean, I'm guessing she probably wants to know, but it's the whole like not really.
Yeah. She did actually have a good explanation of it, though. She said that like there will never be a better surprise than when she has the baby and that they tell her, "Here's your baby, boy or girl." I'm like,
That's true.
that's actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just hard to be like Carly and I were always like we want to know so we can prepare, you know, and that was like, but I get it, especially in the first one, but second one, like every time you have the second baby, things change, and then the third's like, this one's easy.
Yeah. Then you have all the things for it, so then you just need to buy new clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got back. When did you get back from Bozeman?
Sunday morning. I actually got up at 7 in the morning and I headed right back to Kalispell so I could do some showings.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's how you started your week.
That's how I started my week. But it was actually really cool because we ended up going under contract on one of them.
What?
Yes.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
And I heard you were going to be doing a listing video yesterday.
Yes.
But it got canceled?
So.
What happened?
Yeah. I was going to do a listing video and we went in and actually it is tenant occupied. And so there just were a couple of things that we just kind of wanted to respect their space and decided video was not best for this scenario. So ended up skipping on that, which I was a little excited about.
I know. No, that's what's funny about this too, is that one of our requirements for joining the team is to do video, right? And I got to laugh because when you called me yesterday and kind of said like, hey, do we need to do this video? And we explained the situation. I was kind of like, it's probably not a good one. And I would have felt the same breath of fresh air too, because I'm writing a script for a video after this for a new listing coming up, and it's like it's exciting, but it's like putting a project together, but it's also kind of like it's a weird, almost like an art piece for at least me. And if I don't do it right, I'm like, what's gonna happen here? Like, am I doing it right? And when it's done, you're like, yes, I got it done.
Yes.
So it's so rewarding. But no, I feel yeah, I would have felt that little breath of relief also. So
yeah.
Nice. Oh, and by the way, we never introduced you. Who are you?
Becky Rodriguez.
And you are with?
The Hidden Homes Montana team, and that is underneath Keller Williams Realty, Northwest Montana. And that is a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. Well, welcome to a new agent to our team, and welcome to the new Hidden Homes Montana show.
Yeah.
Ryan Norris has done a fabulous job here getting everything together for our new kind of setup, and it's a much more comfortable vibe.
Yeah, it looks really nice in here.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
Well, I mean, you being a new member of the team is huge. And but it's as at the beginning of this, I was like, I know a little bit about Becky Rodriguez, but like I forgot where the town you're from, and then I know just a little bit of your backstory, and I know that you're getting married soon, and we can get into that at some point as well. But I'm truly here to just kind of talk about who you are, where you're from, and go from there.
Yeah.
So let's just start. I mean, where were you born?
I was born in Great Falls, Montana.
Okay.
Don't tell too many people that. Just kidding. Let's not add that in there. I don't want to diss Great Falls, Montana. But
that's all right.
I was born in Great Falls, and then my family is from Fairfield, Montana, which is a little tiny town, central Montana. The Fairfield Bench. Yeah.
Is that like a farming town? Does it have huge silos?
Yes.
So do you drive through it on the way to Great Falls?
Depends. So yeah, if you go from Kalispell, you'll drive over to Browning, and then there's kind of a little cut across all the way down to Fairfield, and you'll go through. It's actually the self-proclaimed barley capital of the world.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
I love that. That's it.
It's a really cute town. But yes, when you drive through it, there I think are probably like 5 or 6 giant grain bins just right along, and then behind that there's more.
I totally know it.
Yeah.
I remember going through there and being like, this is an interesting, cute little town.
Yeah.
How many people are there?
There are, I think, 700 to 900 people. I
Okay.
looked at it recently, so I should have an exact number for you. But yeah, I always told people, I'm like, I grew up in a town that was less than 1,000 people. You could take a lap around the town and be done in 20 minutes.
I found out when I went on my trip down to, where were we going? We were going south. Oh yeah, I was driving down to Utah, and we went through a town on the way, and it was like population 8. And
Oh.
and what was really interesting about that, it was actually the 5th smallest town in Montana. And I said, there's a smaller than 8 person 5 times in Montana. Did you know that?
Interesting.
So there must be a town with like 1.
I was going to say, well, and so do they have a post office?
Yeah. That's what makes a town, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So there's got, I mean, I don't know, maybe there must be a 7, a 6, a 5, and all that.
Interesting. I did not know that. That is actually pretty cool, though.
But what did you like about Fairfield? Let's go into that. I mean, how long were you there for? Until when? So how long?
Till I graduated. My great grandma lived there. My grandparents lived there. And then my mom is actually still over there.
Okay.
And so I graduated from Fairfield High School and moved over to Bozeman. But yeah, I loved Fairfield. I loved the small town feel and just the small community. It's a small town where, everybody knows your business.
Yeah,
But
of course.
at the same time, if you need something or something tragic happens in the town, everybody kind of comes together and has that good community feel.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so Bozeman for college?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Don't yell at me, Grizz fans. I'm not saying I'm Go Cats, but I'm neutral.
Go Cats.
There you go.
All the way.
So you guys can get mad at her.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love that rivalry no matter what. And I've got some friends that go to Bozeman too. So
Yep.
so graduated from. Did you graduate?
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I did my university studies, just generals. And then I went for 2.5 years. And then I kind of came to a point that I didn't know what I wanted to do. So then I kind of decided, okay, well, you can continue going to school for something, or you can kind of take a step back and work and just enjoy being a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I decided to do. I worked and just enjoyed Bozeman.
Okay. And then so I mean, you're here now. I mean, you're in Kalispell.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's like, okay, we have Fairfield. Now we have Bozeman.
Mm-hmm.
And what brought you to Kalispell?
So there was a point that I decided, okay, I don't want to just work anymore. I need to do something more. And so actually at that point, I used to work at a restaurant in Bozeman, and I had somebody that asked me, have you ever thought about real estate?
Okay.
So then I kind of was like, well, which direction do I want to go? Do I want to do real estate, or do I want to go back to school? And I chose school. I did do the radiology tech program.
Oh, sweet.
And they didn't have that in Bozeman, so my options were either Butte, Montana, or Kalispell, Montana.
Okay. So FVCC
Yeah.
offers that?
Yep, they do. And it was a really great program. I actually really enjoyed it. I did it, I guess, only for a semester. And then COVID hit, and that's kind of led me out of being inside the hospital and medical field and whatnot. So then I kind of went down the other road and chose real estate.
Okay.
So.
Well, then, of course, we have the next question. So I know someone asked you about why do you like real estate, or sorry, someone invited you kind of to real estate. Did you know much about real estate before you got in it?
Nothing.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know. I laugh. I was like, someone said the same exact story though. I'm laughing at Becky's because like someone came to me. Yeah, I'm working in the restaurant industry. A friend of mine who's been in the restaurant industry and had a conversation with me. He's like, you should try real estate. I was like, what's that? Like, I bought
Yep.
I bought a house,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's interesting because I guess, I mean, fast forward 4 years later, and probably 2.5, 3 years later for you, right? Is that somewhere 2, 3?
No, because of the radiology program.
Oh, that's right.
So that was probably in like 2015,
Okay.
I think, because that's when I worked at that restaurant. And
But I was saying real estate. You've been in real estate.
in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
I got my license in 2021. So
Okay. So you're hitting 2 years?
hitting 2 years. I just hit my 2 year in April. Yeah.
So from the day that let's say we both didn't know anything about real estate, like do you understand it a bit more now?
Real estate?
Yeah.
I like to think so.
You like, no, no, that's great. It's well, it's kind of what's interesting about real estate is that I can go there and say like I didn't know anything about it, and now I feel like I speak real estate, and I hear you speak real estate, and it's amazing how fast it gets injected inside of you.
Right.
And I think because it sometimes can be like this traumatic pressure cooker, and it's this forcible learning, which is like because it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's amazing how fast people that stick with real estate, like, actually start really understanding it. And all I do is look at houses in other towns and, like, try to comp them in my brain. And that's just, like, that could be the of your life, I guess.
It's one of my favorite pastimes, looking at homes all over.
I love it.
The Keller Williams app has actually been the greatest thing when we're traveling, whether it's in the States or whether it's out of the country. You can just hop on there and it'll look at your location and you can see anything that's for sale around you. So it's really cool. So when you get off the airplane and you get out there and you're like, should we move here?
Yeah. So you're that person.
Yeah. So
like,
far
I
I want to
estate.
move to Jamaica, Costa Rica, anywhere really.
So
No, not
are you
actually.
a traveler?
We do love to travel.
Nice. Where have you been? Like, I mean, maybe not everything, but where have you been?
So this year we went to Costa Rica in January for my fiance's birthday. And then actually in November we were in Hawaii where we got engaged.
I was going to say, which one did you get engaged at? Because I saw the
Yes.
Facebook photos.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah.
fantastic. And when you get married? Or do you know? Do you have that? I mean, that's a hard question because sometimes it's like, I don't know what date.
Well, so I had it all planned out. I had the date, I had the location, everything. And then I kind of got looking into a couple of more things at the place that we were going to go. And I realized that it was really windy. And so it was supposed to be next April. It's really windy there, kind of chilly. And so that just kind of threw me for a whirlwind. I was like, oh, I can't. I hate wind. I think being from Fairfield and the Great Falls area, windy city, wind is not my friend.
What do you not like about wind?
Everything.
Oh, wow. That's a bold statement. Poor
Wind.
wind. Sorry,
Wind is my least favorite weather condition. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will take snow. No, I was going to say I'll take hail, but that's a lie.
But you're going to be planning. I mean, you got to be planning for this because there's a lot. There's always a lot, you know?
Yep.
Are you excited?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your husband seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yes.
Or sorry, your fiance.
My fiance.
Your soon to be.
My future husband.
That's better. Yeah, your future husband. Yeah, you're going to make it that far.
Yep.
Awesome. I guess with that, like, you know, you're going to be getting married. That's a lot. I mean, right now you're doing real estate. You transitioned into real estate. You've been there for a couple of years now. Getting married is a big one. You know, people always say like getting married, having a baby, and like buying a house. If you get through all three of those things, then you guys are pretty solid.
Yeah.
So I know you'll be able to make the house thing really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Right? So that's like a 2 out of 3. And then, okay.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be all right.
Yep. Because we're in the process of building a house as well. Well, I guess getting ready to start it. Yeah. We closed on a lot 2 months ago. Yeah.
Nice.
I think about 2 months ago over in Green Valley Court. And so, yeah, we're going to start building here in probably the next month or so, I would say.
Does your fiance have something to do with that building?
Yes, he does. He's going to do the dirt work for us and he'll do the septic for us. And then hopefully it's just a couple other things.
That's awesome.
But mainly the dirt work. He owns an excavation company.
Okay. That's a good thing to know. And I did know that. But when it comes down to it, I mean, so what are I guess your future plans? I mean, the goals, it's big. Future plans, obviously getting married, but in between that, there's a lot going on because you're a mover and a shaker. You know, you're always doing something whenever I see you. What do you think your plans are for, let's say, the next 2 years? What do you guys want? What do you guys want to accomplish?
Okay. Wedding, house built, and then some sort of project, I think would be really cool. We actually just this morning, we're talking about the multiple different things that we're wanting to do or could do. So we talked about maybe Airbnbs or, I don't know, something that would kind of integrate both of us into maybe being able to do something together would maybe be building a house and selling it.
Okay.
Or I know he actually really likes the thought of maybe buying land, subdividing it, and then selling lots. So that'd be kind of a cool little deal for us. Yep. Yeah.
I feel like the industry of real estate. I mean, everyone in the world, it's such a big thing, but in the Flathead Valley, like everything's combined somehow.
Yeah.
And now you and your fiance are combined with real estate.
Yep.
I love it. It's kind of cheesy. I guess when it comes down to it too, I mean, you joined our team, and it's been what, a month and a half,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
sorry
think
we
like
didn't get to this sooner.
month and a half.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, what is? I guess I'm going to ask you straight up. Like, what is your goal with our team? What do you want to accomplish with the Hidden Homes?
I want to be everything that Hidden Homes is, I think. I think what really drew me over to you guys was the marketing that you do, the videos that you do. That was kind of where my goal was. And so just to watch you do it, it felt like that was the direction that I wanted to go. So I was like, well, what better thing to do than join forces and be, intertwined and learn from you. So
I was just so you know, there was like I threw slight little jabs over the past like 6 months, creating just like this, like, hey Becky, how you doing? And I'm really glad that you've joined us. It's a huge thing for our team, and I think the thing that's kind of cool too is that, having your energy, having your willingness to kind of just like jump in, because I guess we kind of started this with video. Like, people are nervous. Like, don't worry, everyone. I'm nervous on this, and
So scared.
Becky and I talked about it a little bit, but the reality is, like, what that is that I just feel like the video really humanizes us,
Yeah.
and we can see who we are to an extent, and not everyone's going to like us. That's
Yeah.
a fact, and I come down to it too, and it's like, that's a hard thing, because it's like, I want everyone to like me.
You want to be liked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to put yourself out there is a big deal, but I think really for our clients in general, what I see when we show them the videos is that it's not just about us, because we're in the video just a little bit, but then they start like getting emotional over their house.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how many people I've actually had say like, I don't want to move. I want to buy the house.
I love my
They're like,
house
this
now.
is great. I want to live here now, and it's like, because it's what those videos usually do is they're telling kind of the story of what the home gives, what their vision was for our video a lot of the time too, and listening to that there. So, it's gonna work for you, and just continue doing it. And it gets a little bit easier. I've only been doing it for 3 years.
Does
I
it
swear.
get easier, Austin?
Yeah, no, it does. And sometimes, I mean, even just like sitting here on this this new Hidden Home show, like it gets a little bit more you get a little bit more calm and collected.
Yeah.
And you and I are just having a conversation,
Yeah.
and we're just talking. And what's great about this is that I got to learn more about you, because before this started, I was like, I actually don't really know the story of Becky Rodriguez, and I know a little bit more now. And I'm sure that we're gonna develop more learning soon.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
do you have any other questions for me?
Oh, no. I feel like we kind of hit the nail on the head with this one.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you being, I would say, numero uno, or numero 2-0, if we count like January 2nd, of like our new digs, right? The Hidden Home show. I mean, folks, the big thing here, like, subscribe, drop a comment below to us. That'd be huge. Like, we actually want to hear what you want to hear. And I know this is a story about me and Becky, and a little bit about me, but let's bring some things to the table that the community really wants to see as well. And we have a lineup already of a bunch of people, and we plan on delivering a lot more of these, because Ryan Norris set this up and it's like ready to go.
It's a cool space.
So yeah, like, subscribe, drop a comment below, folks. We'd really appreciate it. This is the Hidden Home Show. This is Austin Baumgarten.
Becky Rodriguez.
We out.
Boom.
Boom. Ryan's sleeping.
Good night, Dad. Oh, he snores.
Is he sleeping?
He's gonna be faking it.
There's no way.